Hi guys, I am Donette here at Repad Guyana and welcome to my channel. So if you haven't been, tuned into me or you never heard of me before, I am the owner of Canje Bistro and Lounge. I am excited to come today just on a Saturday morning to show you what it looks like or what my Saturday looks like here at my bistro. And generally it's my time to just relax and vibe, take in some sunlight, take in some breeze, and just relax. So it's very sunny right now, but it's also quite breezy on the back stairs. So I'll take you back there. But first, I wanted to brag a little bit about my flower garden, which my husband has been helping me plant. But there are some coconut trees here, which is going to be good for the shade. And even if you want to put a hammock there later when we're here and just want to chill during the daytime. So thank you guys so much. So if you haven't tuned in or you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. I have been very inconsistent in coming to you guys, but just remember that I am busy building as I should be, right? And I'm really working hard to get everything off and running the way it should. So if you don't hear from me, it's not because I'm not showing you guys any love. It's because of the fact that I'm so busy taking care of business as I should be, right? So here I am on a Saturday morning at my bistro in the sunshine. The sky is absolutely flawless outside, like it's just beautiful. So I'm gonna pan the camera around and allow you guys to see what I see. All right, so I am starting this over because I could not see the button to, or the little thing to press the icon, to press it to spin it around, and I didn't want to cut it off. So here goes the sunshine in Guyana. It was raining hard, like literally all morning it was raining. All right, so if you look in the yard, which I call the ugly space here over here on the concrete or the courtyard. For me, I call it a courtyard because once it's done, it's gonna look like a courtyard. For right now, it's still ugly, but hey, you guys hang in there with me as I build. All right, so or as I finish up building. So these are our buildings. So that is the over here. That's the lounge or the bar lounge. I'll take you in a second for those of you who haven't seen it. Over here, it's the mid-air pergola. So that's pretty breezy up there. And over here is the Mona Lisa building, and this is the building where magic happens in terms of events, and that's upstairs. And also downstairs is the Airbnb section. But first, I want to brag about my garden that my husband has been helping me, flower garden. So I like to, so notice over there I have my rake. So I love when the area is raked and look all nice and neat. My husband can't understand my obsession with raking, but I have to have it look a certain way. Like I love when it looks. So yesterday, no, a couple of weeks ago, I picked up this little flower plant here. Now, I saw this YouTuber and builder in Ghana scanning the flowers on his phone or the plants on his phone, and then it gives him like the name of it. And I'm like, are you serious? There's an app like that? So listen, if any one of you know what that app is, please put it in the comment below because my biggest trouble is that I buy all these plants and I have no clue. Sorry, I have no clue what the names are. All right, so they're going. Well, this one I picked up yesterday. I liked it. I think it's going to grow really nicely. That one I picked up. This is all from Linden's Market Day because we have a market day in Linden, and I believe it's at the end of or the fourth Friday of the month. And it really comes off nicely, and a lot of the local planters or the local farmers, they come and they sell their things, and it's relatively cheap. Like I bought the coconut tree for $1,000. This plant here I got for 1,500, right? The palm in the back, those are wild palms. So those I'd gotten from, let me see if I remember correctly. Yeah, just, my eldest son's grandmother, she gave that to us, Miss Eldika Bourne. So she gave that to us. So thank you, Miss Bourne, for the present. So when she first came here, the first thing she noticed when we first started building is how very empty of beauty the space was in terms of plants. And as a planter herself, I mean, she just does this for her own beauty project in her own yard. I think that's what she does it for. But she immediately gifted us with a bunch of plants, and that was part of it. So the wild palms. So they've been growing, sprouting. They came as babies, but they've been doing really beautiful. We relocated these because at first they used to be in different areas, which would be over here before the building went up. We had them on two sides, this side and the left and the right. Directly across from each other, even though they were like 20 feet apart. But then we had to relocate them and they sprouted nicely. So I also got, so see me, I don't even want to walk on the sand because I'm afraid to mess up the lines in it. It's so silly. I've got this crazy obsession. So I got this one yesterday as well for $1,200. That's about $7, I think, in, US currency. So I got both of those yesterday at the Farmer's Day, and it's part of Farmer's Market Day, and it's part of hi Jedi, say hi. Yeah, so it's part of Farmer's Market Day, and actually it's part of Linden Town Week. For yesterday was part of Linden Town Week, and they just had some really cool stuff. I also got like some coconut oil, like pure coconut oil for my husband's beard and so on. All right, so these little metal birds I brought up from Florida. I used to have it at my front door, and people are really quite intrigued with these birds. I don't know what it is, but when they come by, they're always interested in, what type of birds they are. Don't ask me. I just saw them like them. They used to be like a gold color, and my husband was so offended by the color of the bird, he sprayed it brown for me, so that way it can look like a bird and not with this gold exterior. Anyway, it turned out we had them for a couple of years now, at least almost 8 or 10 years, and I didn't want to throw them out because I always liked them, so I brought them here. But they look like they need a little bit more paint refresher, but that's all right. All right, so you probably will notice that the breeze is picking up. So yes, it's nice and breezy at times. All right, so I got my umbrella out because was pretty much raining all yesterday, and I folded it up and it still had some water. And because I love the color yellow, I got a yellow umbrella, but the last yellow umbrella I had got really dingy, so I had to rethink. So just as proof how much I like the color yellow, even my rain boots is yellow. My bag, my wall, everything for this Airbnb, I have spots or pieces of yellow just shining through in this section here. Look at my bag over here. It's got some yellow in it, different colors. So I love yellow. Yellow is my favorite color. People would think it's blue because the building is blue, but blue and business is just identifying with money and it being prosperous and so on. So that's why we chose that color to go with in terms of the exterior of the building. But it's not, what people would probably think that, well, maybe it's her color, but no, it's the color of the business. All right, so I'm going to walk you around. So since Philip came here last, and many of you may know Philip because from his channel, and also, just from him doing a lot of work in Guyana. I don't know what we're going to do when Philip has to go back to Jamaica. Because he honestly does a lot of filming that a lot of us enjoy. We still have other vloggers out there, of course, but Philip is he's young and I really like what he's doing. He came here from his home country and really just assimilated into the Guyanese culture, and he's doing great work. All right, so remember when Philip was here? If you go back to his video, you will see that my husband's garden was not as, you know, it was just getting started. So I should, but here it is. Look at these okra, guys. Look at these okra. So we got a lot of okra coming up. This is a different type of okra, I heard. There go the fever grass. So when you saw it the last time, it wasn't as high. We got the callaloo. So somebody came by the other day and said that my husband's garden is really diversified. It surely is. It's got everything in here. It's got the lemon tree going. Well, what you got to think of is eventually these okra trees will have to be pulled. They're the first ones to go. And since they're the dominant in the garden, we will have lots of space to grow the lemon tree and the lime tree, I'm sorry, and the other tomato trees and I think the callaloo eventually those are going to go too, and the pine. And then of course we have this big hole, must be at least 12 to 13 feet by now. And this is just the other day that Philip was here, but this is how fast this thing is growing. So we'll have lots of space for his other gardening once the okra has been pulled. So right now we're getting okra. The other day he pulled the okras, he picked the okras, and a lot of them were really hard. So now he's picking them younger. So if you guys are farmers out there and know anything about okra planting, can you tell us or comment below as to why you think it got so hard? Because we lost a lot of okra because he waited so long to pick it, I'm thinking. But anyway, you may have perfectly good scientific planting experience, and you know the answer as to why that happened. So look at the thickleaf callaloo in the back. For those of us who are Guyanese, we call it thickleaf callaloo. You may call it something different if you are from a different country. I just bought some mint bush. That was a big struggle, mint bush tree. And the last time when we were talking, mine was really, really big and high. That's before my husband came. And then it just kind of died. I guess the weather just killed it. The hot weather. I don't know what it was. But anyway, I used to be able to come out and pick from it for my cocktails. So this is the sorry tree right here. Notice he's got like a lot of pineapples. So takes about what they say about 2 years for it to bear anyway. So, but they're all going to pop out at different time periods. So we'll have pineapples, a lot of pineapples to eat, and that is literally my favorite fruit, outside of mango, and I think pineapple tops it. And I don't do a lot of fruits, but I love mangoes and I love pineapples. This is the teasum. This is one of the bush trees, our bush tea. That we would use. So he just did that too, and he planted that a couple of weeks ago, and it was quite little when what's his name was here. And this is also a teasum tree, I heard, and I didn't even realize that it was. So here, these are just plants that were in different locations that he kind of grabbed and put them in here prior to him putting down all the other pineapples around it. And don't forget, we've got the banana tree here. So pretty diversified in his concept of planting. And keep in mind that some of these will stay small and some of these will grow bigger. That sorry tree I'm worried about in terms of it growing up along with the banana tree, and the cane. But hey, if we have to relocate, then so be it. If not, hopefully one will grow one way and the other one will grow the other way. All right, well, let's go to look at what's going on here with this part of the garden. Now, one of the things that I think promotes this type of growth is because we have the water from the kitchen, which in Florida we call this gray water, or in the U.S. period, we call it gray water. So it's the water that comes down from the kitchen into the garden and it lands, so this area, which is the wastebasket, right? This little blue concrete structure, the wastebasket, it actually has like holes in it, which my husband punctured because the water was backing up, which turns out to be a good thing, so that it could just come out into the sand. And it now lands in the area right here, so it helps to promote growth. So it's a lot of water mixed with the mold and the sand. And so these trees have just been the married man pork. And if I am saying that wrong, somebody correct me, but I swear it's called married man pork. All right. And people make all sort of jokes about that part of it. But anyway, this is the broadleaf thyme. Look at that. Like, that is absolutely gorgeous. It's just like hanging down to the ground now. So he's about to start picking. We're waiting on an extra, because what he did is broke the, what is it called again? Yeah, he broke the thing to grind it in. So we have to wait on a new one to be shipped in. So it's coming soon. Right, because the other ones we have, we use them for cocktails and so on, so we can't use those, and we don't want to really buy it here because it's quite cheap in the U.S. So someone is going to send, his sister's going to ship it in soon for us. All right, so there it is. So that's the garden part of it. Well, nope, over here. Once again, when Philip was here, these were not, this area was not filled up at all. Like, look at that. I mean, I am so proud. I was proud then, but I'm even more proud now. Look at the amount of broadleaf thyme that he just kind of stuck like little stems of it. And then, of course, the fine leaf has grown since you last saw it on Philip's vlogs. And this is what tree is this again, babes? Oh, this is the leaf of life. All right, so this is the leaf of life. It's pretty. It's gotten really tall since you last saw it. And if you've seen it for the first time, it's grown a lot. All right, so here we go. All right, so I'm gonna take you just inside. Just a little. So welcome to Canje Bistro Lounge. I have a habit during the daytime of taking off my shoes when I come in here. That's only because, if I'm in the yard, I go into sand and everything else. And I don't like the place being, dirty in any way. So when customers come in at nights, there isn't a problem, right? Because you can't see the dirt at nights anyway, but that's customers. But for me, I usually take off my shoes, and my husband too. The floor is black, so you can imagine that if you walk in with your shoes, it will be pretty sandy and dirty. So let's see. So we're going to put some lights on so you can have some concept of what it looks like. So we got our Bob Marley, we got our little sign over there, we got our Good Vibes sign up there. Sorry if my finger gets in the way at times, I just usually forget. Yeah, so recently I repainted in here. So since Philip left, I repainted the floors, because I wanted it to be a lot darker. And then also over time it gets scratched up by patrons being in and out. I have to redo it in a type of paint that, and whatever they use to keep the paint from scratching. Eventually I'll get to that point, but I don't know. Someone kind of told me what to get, but I'm not sure what it is, so I'll get to my Uncle Gordon, and he will tell me what to do. He did tell me before, as well. But anyway, the regular paint has been working so far for quite some time before it finally gets scratched up. But in the meantime, all right, so I'm just putting on some lights for you. So this is, I also relocated the chairs, some of the chairs in here. Well, actually this particular chair was over on that side. So I brought it over here, spread back out my VIP rug, which I used to have out. So you can just come and lounge off. You can come and drink some cocktails, relax, enjoy. TVs are off right now. Look around, see what I did. All right, so welcome to Canje Bistro and Lounge. Repad Guyana is the name of my channel, so please do subscribe, do like, and share. All right, so now we're going up to the pergola. And this is for people who haven't seen this before, because if you have been on Philip's vlog or any other vlog that is out there on me, you would have already seen this. All right, so you see, I don't know if you can't feel the breeze, but I'm telling you, it is breezing. All right, it's certainly breezing. Yes, yes, yes. This is what my Saturday mornings look like. If it wasn't for the rain, we used to have up here open a lot. But with the rain and just sometimes the dust, we have to close it off. Because I like to have it clean in case customers come in. And they do come in during the daytime. So whenever they do, and sometimes they come for a tour, sometimes they come in just to drink cocktails or whatever it is that they just come to hang out with friends and family. So I always try to keep everything organized. All right, so there we go. Anyway, I'm gonna end the vlog because I am pretty much done. This is the Mona Lisa over there, but if you want to see the rest of the tour, you can go to Philip's vlog and check it out, right? If you haven't done so far. This is another plant my husband planted down here, and it's growing pretty nicely. And we have plants, of course, all the way up front of the building and so on. So thank you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. I will end the vlog looking at this coconut tree, the branches. This is my neighbor's coconut tree, by the way. And it is always blowing and reminding me why I came back, why repatriation was so important, why easy living, soft life is so beautiful, and why it is that I did it. And so if you guys are thinking about doing exactly what I did, make a plan, make sure that you have your goals all set, and just do it, right? Don't wait until you can, all right? It's important. I would try to turn this camera around, but I had trouble before, so I'm not going to do that. I will just say bye for now and hope you guys enjoy.